today's vlog. I think this might be the third vlog in a row that I'm posting, which is very strange, but it's just a little bit easier right now with the renovations going on, hence the freshly plastered room that I'm in. So if it is a little bit echoey, I apologise, but this is like the best room I can film in right now. That isn't an absolute mess. This weekend I am hopefully going to be having kind of like a reset in my reading journey, reading life, I don't know. It's going to be like a reading reset where I'm going to try and finish all of the books that I'm currently reading and start afresh for the winter season, because it is officially November. Whilst it's still very autumnal outside, I am definitely ready for winter now. So this weekend I'm just going to be having a bit of a reset, finishing off my TBR, which is long overdue. Well, finishing off my books that I'm currently reading in my TBR. I can't finish off my TBR for now. And taking you along with me for some days out, I guess, in London. I'm going into London twice this weekend. And tomorrow I'm actually going to meet Ashleigh from Ashleigh's book list on YouTube. She does such great content about books as well, but also mangas. So if you're into mangas and you like mangas, then definitely check out her channel. I'll link it below, and hopefully you'll see her in a vlog tomorrow. But we're actually meeting up for the second time, all thanks to YouTube, and we're going out for sushi and to do a little bit of book shopping, so that will be in this vlog. I'm also going out this afternoon for us to meet some friends, and I think me and Toby are going to watch The Wild Robot in cinema. So lots of plans, but the main part of this vlog hopefully will just be me finishing off the books that I'm reading, and that is Daisy Hates. So I am so close to finishing this book. This was a book I read as a buddy read with Nikhil from Nikhil's Nook, and we're reading the whole universe together, which is so much fun, because these books are literally these kind of books where you need to talk to someone about what is happening, because it is crazy. I think I've said it before, but it's literally like watching a reality TV show. Like, imagine watching Love is Blind or Love Island without having like the audience to share your like frustrations with. You need to read these books with a friend. It's just so much more fun. And this book, I'll get into it later, but has been absolutely chaotic. Like, so much is happening now. I'm nearing the end. I'm literally like maybe 75% of the way through, so I'll definitely finish this book by the end of this vlog, but wow. And then I'm going to carry on reading The Serpent and the Wings of the Night. I'm reading that on my Kindle. If you watched my vlog a couple of weeks ago now, probably, you would have seen me actually starting that book, and I still haven't finished. That's probably 3 weeks ago, so that just goes to show you the chaos and how slow I've been recently. So we'll stop in that today. Today is the day I finish all of the books I'm in the middle of, and that is one of them. If we are being technical, I'm also in the middle of The Song of Achilles, but I started that so many years ago, but I really want to just finish all the books I've started, so maybe I'll get to that as well. And yeah, that is the plan. I've not been doing TBRs recently or like wrap up, so I feel like I can't even remember. I normally remember what I read in October, September, but I don't remember now. So hopefully starting from now, it's the 2nd of November, I'm going to have a fresh start of all of the books that I'm reading, and I'm going to keep you guys updated as well. So yes, that's a very, very long intro. Let's get going. We're going to go to London, and it is just such a beautiful day today. I'll show you what I'm wearing. Got some boots on, and also this is my view right now. So we've got a really, really big tree in our garden, and it's just, I don't know if you can see, but it's very pretty. It's very autumnal, is that the word? So yeah, let's head out. Covent Garden and you... It's literally Christmas here. I thought we might be able to find some bookshops maybe, but we're currently on the hunt for a sweet treat. Wow, your hair's just glowing in this. Is it actually? Oh wow. Is that a normal cold cookie though? That's the cold one. Goodies. I went for a humble crumble and I literally just got the crumble and the custard. So here's the crumble, here's the custard.
Away we go.
I feel like this is the best. I'm not sure how to do it. I like pour some.
Let's have a big assembly station.
Okay. We're gonna pour
on the bench.
Into custard. Oh, it looks very cinnamony. You can literally see the cinnamon. What's it called? Seeds?
I don't think it's seeds.
Essence?
I don't know. Spice. Cinnamon granules.
Oh yeah. And here's my crumble. I got meringue and crumbs, I guess. And my spoon. I don't know how to assemble this. It's very hard. I feel like I'm doing it the wrong way.
It's like people who eat the mulakona yogurts, and it's like, do you tip and pour, or do you do? You're going for the spoon at a time approach.
Yeah, because I'm gonna eat all of it. It's like with cereal, I put in the milk first, and then I put the cereal on it.
What?
And literally, like, you're crazy.
You are. I've never heard of that before. Beautiful.
Happiness in a pot.
Hits the spot.
Oh
my gosh. I'm gonna get it out. It's
Still
literally
warm.
a s'mores cookie.
I go for it.
Go for it. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy with your choice?
Mm-hmm.
What was the place called? Oh no!
What? What something bad had happened? Jesus Christ.
No. Oh my. What I'm gonna say is Daisy. I cannot with Daisy. How was that the solution she came up with? How? Guys, I need to finish it. I've got like literally a few more pages, but just when you think it can't get any worse or chaotic in Daisy's life, she goes and does what she's just done. If you've read it, you know, I don't want to spoil it, but I cannot see how this is going to end. Like, it's clearly going to be a cliffhanger. Clearly going to be a cliffhanger. But what a ride. What a ride. I I'm gonna finish the rest of this tonight and then probably hopefully catch you in the morning, because as you can see the lighting is atrocious right now. But I am shocked. I am shocked. Don't be staring at me like, what is going on? What? I mean, good on her, but also only she would do. Oh. I think I need to do a video where I can like talk about spoilers, because I don't want to spoil this book for anyone. But oh my gosh, all I'm gonna say is Daisy is kind of a badass. I mean, she's chaotic, most definitely. She is definitely unwell. Definitely unwell, but her heart is in the right place for the most part. What is happening? Oh my god. Good morning everyone. I have finished Daisy Hates. I finished it late last night. I couldn't stop reading after what happened in the end happened. I was like, I need to know how this ends, and I was right. There was a cliffhanger which I knew was going to happen. And the thing is about Daisy Hates is like the whole universe is interlinked, so I'm gonna be very careful with how I talk about this book and share my thoughts. But first things first is, can we just have a moment for the front cover, because it is just beautiful. And now that I've read it, I really understand so many of the images and why they've chosen them, because when you're just picking it up it looks so random. You're like, what on earth could this book be about? But now that I've read it, I'm like, oh yeah, like come on, there's literally a washing machine in here, and once you read it you're like, ah, that makes sense. But anyway, this is the second book in the Magnolia Parks universe. I read Magnolia Parks a couple of months ago with Nicole, and we are reading the whole series together as a buddy read, which has been really fun. And we just finished Daisy Hates, and I've got to say that I think this book is so much better than Magnolia Park. I think Daisy as a character is just more likeable than Magnolia, and I mean, she's definitely toxic in her own way. She's got a lot of childhood trauma, and that really comes like to play in this book, where some things happen and how she deals with them, and just her outlook in certain scenarios as well. You can tell she's kind of difficult upbringing, so I can't really tell you guys too much about what this book is about, because it is interlinked with the whole Magnolia Parks universe, and some of the plot is kind of related in a way to Magnolia Parks. But what's really nice about it is some things that happen in Magnolia Parks, you get to hear about those things in Daisy Hates from a different perspective, and it gives you so much more context, and also it kind of like shows you two sides to every story. So it's so interesting reading the sides of the story in this book. But essentially Daisy is in the family that is literally a gang lord family, and she is just trying to navigate life in her early 20s. She's a med student, she's incredibly clever, but she's just in a family that is into crime, so she's trying to navigate life like that, but also has a very complicated love life, and we kind of just go along with her in her day-to-day life, being the sister of a gang lord, and being in some very complicated situationships, relationships, all sorts. And I was like, how does she have the time? How does she have the time to go to med school, look as great as she apparently does, and also, you know, participate in some of the crime that goes on in this book? I'm like, it's pretty crazy. She's 20, she's 21 or something in this book. It's crazy. The love story in this book, I have mixed feelings about. I feel like there are very similar themes to Magnolia Parks, in the sense that there's a lot of I want you, but I can't have you. Do you want me the same way I want you? And at first I was like, oh, it's gonna be like Magnolia Parks, like BJ Magnolia. But do I like it better? I think I like it better in this book, the romance in this book. For the most part. So far, I am definitely going to read the rest of the series. I'm definitely hooked now. I need to know what happens. I think the next book is back to Magnolia, and we get a little bit of what's happened. We get to find out how Magnolia is doing after the end of her book, which was a big cliffhanger as well. So that's in this book as well at the end. A little synopsis, I think. Yeah, a little like sneak peek into the next book, I think. So I'm not looking forward to diving back into Magnolia's world, because what I read from the end of this book, which is going to be the preview of the next book, I'm just like, here we go again. But I hope we do find out a bit about how Daisy's doing in the next book, because there's such a cliffhanger in this book, and I'm like, how is she gonna make it? What's gonna happen to her? I'm very happy to have finally ticked this off my TBR. So next I need to finish Serpent Wings in the Night. I am about 65% through that book, so I'm gonna try and finish it today. But I'm actually about to get ready to go and see Ashleigh today. We're going for sushi and hopefully do a little bit of book shopping as well in London. So I'm gonna go and get ready for that. I'll take you guys along with me as well. And then when we get back home, it is game on for finishing the last book on my TBR that I'm currently in the middle of. This might have to roll on tomorrow. We'll see how far I get today. But yes, I'm gonna go and just do a bit of makeup and then get going. Thought I would get ready with you guys, because I'm gonna just take advantage of having a nice bathroom now. I hopefully want to show you guys the bathroom reveal in the last vlog, but it just feels so luxurious to have a mirror that can do this with, and just hold down and change the colour. It feels like a hotel. It's crazy. But I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer on. I don't really wear foundation or like heavy base makeup, because I'm really bad at taking my makeup off. So I only really wear concealer, and then I also do like eye makeup. I love eyeliner. I loved it since I was like in secondary school. And I like wearing lipstick as well. Kind of really minimal makeup. I'm running out of this concealer, and it's like my favourite one, but it's so expensive. It's Lancôme. But yeah, it's actually really nice, because I don't really wear complicated makeup. It takes me literally a few minutes to get my makeup done, which is good when you're in a rush. But like I said, I am meeting my friend Ashleigh, who's also a booktuber here on YouTube, for sushi. And I just was reflecting on this, like, with Toby, because first of all, how crazy is it that me and Ashleigh live literally like 10 minutes apart, and we both are on booktube, and we would probably never have met if it wasn't for booktube, even though we live so close together and we have such similar interests. And it just goes to show like how cool it is to be in a community like booktube and just meet other people who like the same things as you, but you might not have met otherwise. And it's the same with Mikkel. Mikkel and I don't actually live that close together, but again, another really cool coincidence is that I don't work too far from where she lives. So the company I work for, we have 2 offices. So one's in London where I do live, and then one's more in the Midlands, closer to Mikkel. And so luckily, where I work when I go to the second office every couple of months is not too far from where Mikkel lives. So when I get to go to that office, then it's like easier for us to meet up. And it's just really cool. Like, it's coming up to a year since I made this channel, and like one of the main things that I really wanted from making a booktube channel was to just meet other people who love reading and love books. And what's so cool is that I share like similar interests with both of them, but then even within those interests, they still differ. Don't judge me because I literally do my eye makeup with my fingers. We are on our way. Here's Tobes. He's going to watch a football match, and we're gonna go and pick up Ashleigh. So I will pick it back up when Ashleigh is in the back seat. Guess who's here? Hello. We're now on the way to the train station, and yeah, looking forward to a day out in London. Book shopping, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I reckon we'll definitely go to a few bookshops.
They're like all in Covent Garden, so it's like a 15-minute. That's not bad.
No, that'll be fine. Definitely on like. I don't think it'll be too busy yet.
No, I hope
It's not too close to Christmas.
But the Christmas lights are out.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. Alright guys, how much do you think the set of 6 of cute little glasses are?
Yes. Yes.
Guess.
120.
That is ridiculous. What the heck? But they're so cute, but not for 120.
How many books could we get for that? 12.
12 books.
And then if we went to the works, we could probably get double that. 24.
24 books or 6 glasses. I think I know what I'm choosing. You know, on your bookshelves,
Yeah.
just really cool looking books. But then
you would never read them.
you know what? We're not gonna read the most.
Oh, you know what? I just watched Pride and Prejudice.
Is it good?
I've never read it though. Have you never watched it?
No. Oh, is that the one with Emma Watson's in the new one? That's Little Women. Emma
What is she
Watson's in
called?
Little Women, right?
What's the lady from Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh, Keira Knightley.
Yeah, she's in it.
Really?
Oh my god, it's so good.
I've not watched it.
It's amazing.
I don't know.
I think I would like to read like Frankenstein, something a bit weird.
That would probably be a
I
fun
think it'd be
read.
good.
I've heard. Oh, this is huge. It's Les Mis. Look how thick that is. Have you watched that in theatre?
No, because I really want to, so I haven't read like any book, any
don't want
movie.
To get spoiled.
No.
Toby's mum's watched it and she said it's like
Oh, really emotional.
crying. Yeah.
I've heard it's amazing.
This looks like a Bible because look, this. It's so tiny in the text.
It's so tiny.
I don't think I could read this.
No. Maybe on a Kindle she could enlarge the
text. Ashleigh's watched my Kindle video.
I haven't got one. I want one.
Oh, look, Peter Pan.
That's cute, and I really like. That's really cute.
And it's got a.
I love it.
Images.
To be fair,
Actually, the price. I mean, it's expensive, but it's not awful.
not for like limited edition.
£20.
To be fair, I wouldn't mind reading Alice in Wonderland. You know,
I've not watched that either, you know.
I love it.
Is it
What,
good?
the Disney one?
Yeah, I've not
Oh,
watched
it's
it.
so cute.
Guys, oh my gosh, I just found A Little Princess, and this is like a film, one of my absolute favourite childhood films, and I cannot believe it's a book. I feel like I'm such an imposter not knowing this was a book. And the cover is stunning. This character as well, if you've watched the film, he is a great character, and it's not even that expensive.
So good.
I have to get it, right?
Yeah, you have to get it. You have to.
If you haven't watched the film, you need to watch the film. I will read this and tell you if it matches the book, the film.
It will.
Even this is pretty.
Oh my god, so cute.
Obsessed. Okay, I'm gonna buy it. part. The mango. That is the channel, literally. I told them already. I was like, if you like mangoes, go to Ashleigh's channel.
But my main genre.
Yeah, let's go with you. So what does this mean?
It's a demographic and it's aimed at like teenagers and younger girls. It's basically just very romantic but PG.
Aww.
However,
Okay.
they don't categorize them right here because this is a shonen or seinen. It's not a shoujo.
Oh.
It's
What's
a
the
shoujo.
difference?
Different genres. So like shoujo and josei are aimed at like women and girls.
Yeah.
And then shonen and seinen are more aimed at like a male demographic.
So is it quite erotic?
Or josei can be.
Really?
That's for mature people.
Is it? Oh yeah, I guess. Hello everyone, so it's actually the next day. Lo and behold, I didn't finish both books in the one weekend that I had anticipated I would. To be fair, I think I probably overestimated my ability to be able to go out and socialise and do all those plans I had and also read 2 books that I was in the middle of, even though I am like quite close to finishing. Didn't quite finish, so I'm not gonna end the vlog until I finish because that was the goal that I set myself. So I'm gonna try and read some now on my lunch break. And we've got the builders here currently working on the kitchen. I think I'll probably show you at some point as well when they go what the progress is looking like for the kitchen. Hopefully I've shown you the bathroom already, but yeah, I'm on chapter, and so I'm currently reading The Serpent and the Wings of the Night. The Serpent and the Wings of the Night, yeah. And I am on chapter 37, I think. Yeah, and I've got 13 minutes left. I don't really want to show any too much spoilers in case you're reading it as well. But I'm really enjoying this book. But what has happened is, because I've left it such a big gap in between starting it and then trying to finish it off, I feel like I'm just not, I need to get back into it. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like because I've left it for quite a while, I'm now like in that slog of restarting it again. So I need to like spend a good hour just reading straight so I can get back into the story, and then I think it'll be much easier to finish it. I don't think I have an hour at the moment because I need to go and actually make and eat lunch, but hopefully this evening I'll have some time. I'm going to my mum's so I can eat dinner because we still have no kitchen, but I'll still find some time, so that's my goal today, and hopefully I'll finish it either today or tomorrow. Also, please excuse this very interesting background. Eventually this will actually be like paneling. It's too heavy to carry, but it will go quite far up and there'll be a shelf behind the bed, but we are in between so many DIYs right now that it's just been left for later. But yeah, I'm gonna get going and start reading this. To be fair, so much is happening right now that I think it will probably be easy to get back into. Like what, literally 67% through the book. So like we are at the, what do you call it when you're writing, you know, when you're writing, you go up a mountain. I'm trying to think about it in teaching words. Oh my god, that's gonna really annoy me. What's it called? The peak? The problem? I guess you'd call it the problem if you were teaching primary school. But we are at the peak of the plot at the moment, so a lot is happening. Oria is in such a bad situation currently, and it's kind of like, how is she going to get through this? So I can't wait to figure out what's going to happen. And I've heard that this series just gets better and better, so I can't wait to just finish off reading this book so I can get to the next book. If I haven't told you what this book is about already, it's essentially about a human girl who lives in a vampire world and has been raised by a vampire king, and she is currently in some sort of trial to basically win a wish, I suppose, from the goddess of their kingdom. And you know, she's got to be brutal because only one person can win these trials, but she's met a fellow vampire, well, a vampire, she's not a fellow vampire because she's a human. She's met a companion basically who's kind of teamed up with her for a little bit to make the trial easier, because there are some trials where you need a partner. And reluctantly, she's teamed up with him against all her instincts because she is very aware that vampires are predators and she is their prey. So she's very cautious of who she speaks to. She's got a very, very clear mindset of what she wants, but close proximity, kind of enemies to lovers, but not like intense enemies, because he's a nice guy, to be honest. But because he's a vampire, then I guess that makes him her enemy. Yeah, she meets someone who is actually pretty cool, but she's got to be like, but I need to kill him eventually so I can't get attached. So she's kind of going through those emotions right now, and it's quite interesting because I don't know how they're gonna resolve this problem and literally only one of them can survive. Are they gonna pull like a Hunger Games where Katniss makes Peter survive with her? I don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah, I can't wait to find out. It's so funny reading like another vampire book, because like I just remember reading Twilight and it was all so light and it wasn't very scary or gory, but like reading these kind of vampire books, I guess, that are more, I don't know, I don't want to say realistic, but less idealistic on what a vampire is like. You know, they don't glow, for example. it's just crazy. Like Bella could never survive in these kind of books. I thought I'd put this in the vlog because I keep talking about this Reno life and I've not really shown the thick of it, so I thought I'd show us near the completion. You can probably see in the background like boxes and stuff, but some exciting things are happening. Our kitchen is so close to being done, so I'm going to turn you around and give you a little tour, and then hopefully I'll have a before and then after to show. So this is the during. I don't know if I have a before video. I might have one in portrait that I can try and insert at some point, but we had like a really tiny, it's still small, a really small kitchen, but we've made it into a U shape. So before it was kind of like a galley, I suppose, but these units were a lot deeper, so we've actually reduced the depth of this unit, so they're not super deep, but they're definitely enough to store like some bigger appliances and like a medicine cupboard and that kind of thing. And we've got this huge larder for like all of our dry food, so that should be enough, and the microwave will pop into there. But there used to be a door here, and that door used to go to the conservatory, but we've blocked the door up and we've actually moved the washing machine out of this kitchen, because that washing machine used to be here next to the sink. But that means we lose quite a lot of space when it's already a small kitchen. We have to have a washing machine in here as well. So we've just made it 2 pan drawers and cutlery drawers there instead. We are going for tongue-and-groove panelling on either side of the backsplash and also on this wall, and there'll also be some shelves, and we're going to have some down lights. I'm not sure what you call it, wall lights, And yeah, the sink will go here as well. We didn't have a dishwasher before, so that is a huge game changer for us. Even though it's like one of the smaller ones, it's better than nothing. And we've hidden the boiler, because boilers are never pretty. And this is probably my favourite part. We have made like a chimney feature for the extractor fan. It's not finished yet, but it's going to look so traditional. And if you hear all that noise, that is our carpet that has got plastic on it, and Toby is rushing off to a meeting. But yeah, that is the updates. This is why I've been away. This is why I've been awful on YouTube, like being the, what do you call me, as basically like the project manager. Like I designed everything from scratch. I'll show you my design. Like, how crazy is that, that's actually now almost come to life. So doing that from scratch on my own, measuring the kitchen, making sure it all fits, being the person to like just respond to the kitchen suppliers when things aren't working, because we haven't gone through like a company that does that for you. It's all been me. And we got the bathroom done as well. It's been a lot. So now we're nearing the end. I'm really hoping that by Christmas things would have calmed down. I can get back on filming videos again. The office right now is filled with so much stuff. I'll probably show you that at some point, but I've just had nowhere to film basically. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little update, and I will show you it when we have finished. There is so much progress. I am so happy with how it's turning out. There have been a few things go wrong, such as we ordered some brackets from eBay and they didn't come. So now our builder, he is also a carpenter, so he's like trying to make some brackets for us, which to be fair, he's done a really good job, but he's got to make quite a few. So I don't know if now he's made one, it will be easier to do the other ones or not. But I'm really impressed, but that means we have to now wait for him to make the rest of them. It's going to be a race between him and eBay. The paneling is coming along really well. There were wall lights up here, but they've just taken them off because they were painting. I think the paint needs a second coat. But this is where the best part happens. I'm so happy about this. This is what I've been dreaming of, this little like mantle for the hob area and the paneling either side. I'll try and give you a better view of that. I'm just so obsessed. So we've not put the doors on for these two units yet, but they are like a glass door, so we just wanted to have it look open, considering that it is quite a small kitchen, so where we can make it look brighter, we wanted to do that. So yeah, this is how it's looking like. I am so excited to see the finished product. So what's left is shelves, doors, the plinth for this unit, and I guess things to be switched on. I don't think the oven and stuff actually work yet, and then all the light switches to be put back. Unfortunately we couldn't change this light switch because it's not got an earth on it, so it couldn't be metal. So I've got to go back to the drawing board and figure out what to buy for this space. And then we need to change the spotlights to make it a warmer colour, because right now it's a bit white, and get a blind. And that is what's left, and that is what's been keeping me so busy. So yeah, very happy. So in classic Deb fashion, I am trying to do two things at once. I'm trying to finish reading my book, but I'm also really into my art at the moment. I go through the stage where I just love doing art on Procreate. So whilst I am taking a break from reading, I am doing this. It is a work in progress, but I just follow this guy on YouTube, and he does tutorials, and I just follow along, and it's just so fun and relaxing. So this is mine, and yeah. I just thought I'd let you guys know that my brain is a very busy place, because I'm like, I want to read, but I also want to draw, but I also want to do some piano, but I also want to do this. And this is just the reality. Kindle next to me, also drawing.